sports fans, TK is back after a brief hiatus. Old TK had some things to sort out in the off season, and it turns out it really will clear up with a little bit of ointment. Season 2 of the Phoenix Cup is about to be underway, and old TK is here to keep y'all up to date on what is happening within the league. The Phoenix Cup underwent its first major expansion from Season 1 to Season 2, picking up 3 new coaches, bringing the total to 8. Of the 5 returning coaches, 2 of them retained coaching duties for their teams, with the Inland Sunbathers keeping their head coach Teeny Sweeney on for a second season after showing a lot of promise on Season 1. They fell short just shy of the championship game in a nail-biter against the Executioners. Coach Ferratu stayed on with the old coffin kickers for Season 2. I guess they figured the only way they can go is up, after they not only struggled to win games, but those nocturnal nuisances also went batty trying to hit the end zone, and they missed every time. The Tomb Kings coach opted to move to a necromantic horror team. Evidently, he likes his boys a little bit more stinky than dusty. This comes as a bit of a surprise given the team's modest success last season, though the coach did fall short in the first round of the playoffs. The menacing sleuths are looking to see if they can find some clues and touchdowns. Zoinks. The old snot picker ball kickers coach had no choice but to find a new team given the state of the ball kickers after that championship game. Those Executioners lived up to their name, busting those bellies and beating their bouncy booties like a borderline hate crime. Season 2 sees their coach taking the reins of a much more resilient Nurgle team, the Plague Carnival. The Executioners, who, coached by yours truly, I guess the cat's a bit out of the bag now, but they are taking a break for the season. Old TK is going to let them get some rest while I coach up the newest Black Orc team, Meat Fists. And that brings us to the 3 newest teams. We got an Amazon team coached by one of the newest coaches, the Beantown Bean Flickers, and they are looking to come in and make waves. Old TK's played against some Amazons, and I tell you, the best approach to beating those Amazonians is to just beat those Amazonians. Another brand new coach is bringing Honest to Gork, a goblin team looking to make waves by doing what those god-dang stunty runty teams do best, cheat. And that brings us to the last team to be added in the expansion, Mead Wolves, a dwarf team. Oh boy, old TK hates dwarf teams more than he hates not playing Blood Bowl, because that's how dwarf teams play. They don't. Playing Blood Bowl against a dwarf team is like playing the world's worst waiting game, because that's what you're doing. You're waiting for those sour stout stinkers to saunter across the pitch as slow as their stumpy legs will stroll. And old TK's looking forward to giving them a good old-fashioned butt bashing. Season 2 is structured a little bit differently. Rather than a set schedule, coaches are limited to 5 matches with no repeats. Either Game 2, 3, or 4 will be a Dungeon Bowl game to shake it up a bit, and that's going to make things interesting. This does mean old TK won't be doing match previews, only recaps until the playoffs. And I'll have a few recaps coming later on this week as we get to recap the action of Honest to Gork taking on Meat Fists, and then the Inland Sunbathers taking on Mead Wolves. Stay tuned for more Blood Bowl action.